was just so stunned by the baby being named the same as me. What a coincidence.
The same as me. You think it's Charles Lincoln first and middle name, or is that the last name?
I'm just happy.
Lonely hashtag.
Welcome to Good Mythical More.
This is when we find a very lonely hashtag on Instagram, and then we add to it. This one is hashtag greasy arms. Yes, that exists.
Are you telling me there's not a lot of hashtag greasy arms?
No, there's just
already out there?
one very lonely one. Post your photo that makes sense with that hashtag so it's not lonely anymore. Hashtag greasy arms.
Let's bring out the Biscuit contestants and see what happened. You know, I was so confident at the beginning.
You were so confident that it was making me not confident. But I was actually killing it.
So first of all, here's our winner, Bojangles. And then in second place, KFC, which, hold on, I was ripping KFC a new one. I thought they were McDonald's.
You put McDonald's
You
last.
thought they were Hardee's. So the first one you tasted was KFC, and Rhett guessed McDonald's, and Link guessed a Hardee's Carl's Jr.
And I said that was a great biscuit.
Yep.
And
That was a finalist.
And you made
Yeah,
it.
of course, it was number 2.
It is a good biscuit. It's got a nice buttery consistency to it.
This Popeyes biscuit looks like a sad thing.
Now did I get Popeyes right?
You got Popeyes right, yes.
And so did Link, right? Because you kind of did it by process of elimination.
Yeah.
But the reason I knew this one is because I literally had a Popeyes biscuit over the weekend. You know, we come back from North Carolina. We've had all these biscuits, all this fried chicken, and my kids are like, "Dad, can we get Popeyes?" And I'm like, "Kids, you're supposed to leave that habit in the South." But we still did it. We still got it.
And technically, Popeyes and Carl's Jr. tied
Oh, really?
for you. So they're at 3 and 4 right now, but you could swap them around. That
By
means
sight alone.
That is surprising.
By sight alone, Bojangles is the most impressive and homemade looking biscuit. But
Yeah.
McDonald's actually looks a lot like a Bojangles
It really
biscuit.
does. I'm surprised by that.
It's good for the advertisements. You know, that's got to have a good visual thing.
McDonald's, you gave a 4 to, which is by far the lowest score, because the next lowest score was an 8.
And we both recognize Chick-fil-A, which, again, Chick-fil-A has a...
I've never ordered a McDonald's biscuit. I said that. I'll say it again.
Oh, really?
I've never eaten a McDonald's biscuit. So that's why I'm glad.
That's why I'm glad. Now, here's the thing I'll say about a Chick-fil-A biscuit, is it's actually very...
We were both right about this,
yeah,
right?
because it's very distinctive, but it's also kind of a bland flavor, but I think that
It
when you
sets up
put
the
the
chicken.
chicken,
Yes.
they want the chicken to be the star. So, and I'm not talking about chicken stars like Hardee's used to have, okay?
No, Burger King had those.
Oh, they had the star burger, though, at Carl's Jr., but they had chickens.
The burger was not shaped like a star, but the nuggets at Burger King were shaped like stars.
Why did they do that? Why did they try to make stars their things? It wasn't that, it was Hardee's.
It was Hardee's,
Hardee's
yeah.
had the
Carl's
stars,
Jr.
star nuggets.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
What? Really?
Positive, yeah. It's their
Well,
logo.
hold on. Then, Josh,
Yes.
what shape were Burger King nuggets at one point?
Crowns.
Dinosaurs?
Crowns, because like the king.
Crowns.
Is this a special children's nugget?
Yeah, that's the
Burger
only
King?
that's the one. That's the one he gets.
I'm not sure, but Carl's Jr. for sure had chicken stars.
I think
You're right, they're
Burger King
crowns.
had crowns, but to
And
finish,
who had dinosaurs?
No.
Sizzler Buffet.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm dead
also the
serious.
frozen
I've
food
been there
section
too, I
at your
guess.
local grocery store. But
Sizzler buffet.
that's why I'm not going to count this out. We were eating just plain
No.
biscuits. I'm not going to count it out because the chicken at Chick-fil-A is legit.
Oh,
and you
gosh.
put it in that biscuit, and I feel like it's like a canvas and, you know, that kind of situation.
You know what I did? And bring out the Mega Biscuit. Because, Rhett, you get to eat that Mega Biscuit.
How in the world did you do this? How did you take cooked biscuits and make another biscuit?
Well, I put them all in a food processor with a full stick of butter and an egg, and then just a lot of love in shaping, and then rebaking with more butter.
Rebaking. That
Yeah,
sounds dangerous
rebaking.
for
It's
a
a
biscuit.
double-baked, aggressively buttered.
Double baked,
Refried
aggressively
beans?
buttered.
Yeah.
Refried beans, yes.
I want
Double
more of
baked biscuit.
that. More of that in my life.
Now crack it open and
Let's make a
divide it.
T-shirt that says "aggressively buttered."
That's funny.
This is like that's funny.
Funny.
She'll buy one.
Funny.
Oh gosh,
Funny.
look how buttery that is.
Oh, my word.
That is aggressively buttered.
It's going
I
to be
think-
quite dense.
I think the T-shirt should say "aggressively butter me."
That's no, not in 2018, man. You can't ask for that kind of stuff anymore.
Anymore. Okay. I'm not gonna. Can I? Come on. You get the first.
No.
You won.
I'm gonna eat this whole thing.
So you won the first bite. How's that? Let's break bread together.
It kind of feels a little bit like end times food. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so dense.
It's
Yeah.
so heavy.
That could last you a couple days
Yeah.
in a bunker.
There's butter
Like-
and jam.
You put a family. Oh, bring that. Look at that. We can aggressively butter.
I don't feel the need to aggressively butter that.
No, because I want the
But here it is.
I want the taste of fresh
Now
butter.
I've already got the biscuit in my mouth, so I'm just going.
Don't come on now, man.
I'm not going to double dip.
I'm gonna butter dip.
Now what I did, you talking about eating a lot of biscuits over the holiday break. Chick-fil-A has a bagel with chicken, egg, and cheese on it.
Yep.
Bear with me. I don't go to Chick-fil-A. I actually did go to Chick-fil-A over the holidays, but I go to Bojangles a whole lot. And one time, I was like, you know what? I'm going to mix it up. I went to Bojangles and I ordered a chicken filet, Cajun filet biscuit. And I said, add eggs, add cheese, and make the biscuit light. And it came out, and it was...
Did you say it like that?
It was... Yeah, and he was like, you're from L.A., aren't you? Yeah, I've been living here too long. It was absolutely amazing. It did not taint it at all.
Did they make
Sorry
it
to
seem
use the
like
term, but-
no one has ever done that before?
Oh, yeah.
They don't have a biscuit
There was a
option?
crinkle. There was an eyebrow crinkle.
You're saying they don't have a biscuit option
There was not on the menu, no. There was no...
that has chicken and eggs together?
Correct.
Because I think there's something immoral about putting a parent and a child together on the same meal.
Well, I said, now don't put a parent and a child. Put someone else's child with that mom. I did say that too.
Yeah,
and make the biscuit light.
Yeah, don't match the chicken with the baby.
If they have to be a baby and a mama, that's fine, but I want the biscuit to be light. I don't want a dark biscuit. I don't like a crunchy. I like a softy.
It's important that your food come from two different distinct families because you don't want the food to be inbred because then it makes you.
It doesn't. They're not. It's not mating.
It gives you
in
lots.
that
It
sense.
gives you. If you've got a mama chicken and then her baby on the same sandwich, it'll lower your IQ. I've seen it happen many times.
Do you think that's what's happening to me? That could explain it.
Yeah, you've been eating too many mama baby biscuits.
Watch yourself.